Have you ever wondered what happens when hunters got... Have you ever wondered what happens when a hunter really doesn't have a plan? Well, stay tuned because that's what's going on right here.
What you want?
Well, at least you guys are back for another one. You've seen facades up. That looks cool. Great. But then I've got this space over here, kind of a big empty space. We're hiding the house. It's pretty good. I've got tombstones, foam tombstones. Hey, there's a paper mache tombstone. But I got tombstones. I was going to do, you know, graveyard scene over here. And I don't know what I'm going to put over there. That's not... But at this point, you know, I really, I don't know what I'm doing. I have no real plans. But I do, however, have all these big, huge stone. Oh, they're not stone. These big styrofoam blocks. So since we're running, you know, out of time, we're in October, let's just build another project on the fly, right? Because why not, you know? We got plenty of time. So what I'm thinking is, it's kind of putting a little stone wall thing here with these, right? And then kind of come up in the middle a little bit bigger and use that archway at the top side of it, and then take some of this stuff that looks like wood and around the archway area, like stick wood on it, like it had siding or something, like it was maybe something else and not wood. And we got like rock off to the side, rock off to that side or something, and make a little hole in there where a person can go in, hide, and come back out. I don't know. And then I can set my pumpkins or whatever on that wall or whatever. I'm just, you know, I'm gonna make a wall thingy, right, with a door thingy where you can hide inside the door thingy and come out of the wall thingy to scare all the little kids coming up for Halloween. So originally, yeah, I said I was going to build like this wall thingy deal, whatever. Anyway, as I started kind of putting it together, I just wasn't liking what I was seeing in my head. I wanted to make changes. There were some other things that I thought would look cool, but it was just going to take way too much time. Things that I really would have needed to put time into. So I went with this kind of crypt. Supposed to be like a crypt type of deal. I'm going to put some blocks up here to make it look like it's got a roof or whatever. I took all those old wood trim deals that I showed you earlier. I just kind of screwed them in. Then I dry brushed them white. None of this thing is permanent whatsoever. I mean, this is going to tear down so quick and so easy. I mean, even on the inside, these big blocks, look, that's a fence post. I drove them to the ground, and then I just got big zip ties, drilled holes through and zip tied them to the post. So you can't get much more temporary than that. But these, I had some of this. My idea here, this is the family crypt for that mansion over there or whatever, and this is old wood or whatever. I'm going to paint this black, and I've got some fake candles and things, so that's a nice little ledge that I can put on either side. I can put fake candles on or whatever, you know, stack those up, so that should look pretty cool. Inside here, I'm going to put up... whole time I've ever done anything with Halloween, I've never bought a skelly, not once. And this year I bought two. I found one at Walmart. Yeah, they're not the best, but it was like 28 bucks or something like that. And then Home Depot had some for around 30 bucks that were still not the best, but better. And I bought one of those as well. So I'm going to have this crypt open and I'm going to put him in there. Or at least I'm putting one of them in there. Just recycling some of this old crap that I got around here to maybe make this just something a little more worthy to look at. I mean, I've had fences and I've done iron gate fences like this wood fence or whatever, but I've never had to set up where I've done a facade like this. So I'm trying my hardest to pull everything, because that looks, to me, that looks like, it's not professional, but it looks kind of, it doesn't look it looks like someone took some time to make something neat. And generally, I'm throwing the crap together that just kind of looks like that. Like, this would need to be redone better to make it look, you know, a little bit more like this. So anyway, I'm trying to do my best to kind of do the rest of the yard and make it halfway match this. So maybe this year for those trick-or-treaters, it's a little bit neater than it has been in the past. Anyway, well, we're getting somewhere. Got some stuff on the inside here. Let's see, and I've also got, these are, I don't know, I carved these out a long time ago and used them for, I don't even remember, right? I have no idea. But we're gonna kind of just go ahead and take these and just kind of pin them into place, and I'm going to do 2 more down below it for a little detail. That way, from out there looking in, you know, you can see, like, I don't know, a little decorative detail on the inside. And then on the sides here, I'm going to hang I'm going to hang some more of that black weed block so you can't see on the sides, and that should give somebody a place to hide. Okay, so we got some tombstones up in the old graveyard here. And I'll address one question that I really thought most people just really knew. Guess I took it for granted. People ask how you stake your tombstones up and they don't blow away in the wind, yada, yada, yada. Normally, I just run rebar in the ground and put those stones over it. But I'll show you what I'm doing this year, because I don't know. My rebar didn't get put up right or something or whatever, but I can't find all the rebar that I had, because I had a lot of rebar. So now my rebar is really limited, so I don't know where it's at. So I'll show you how I'm overcoming that this year. So what I'm doing, especially now that the ground's, it's been really dry and the ground's pretty rough. So I'm using some rebar and I'm driving a hole in the ground. Then I'm driving this half-inch conduit down and then sliding my tombstones over. Just like that, tombstone in the ground. It's not gonna go anywhere. The wind's not gonna blow it away. Like I said, I'm running out of rebar, but I have plenty of other stuff. So, it works. Holy cow, let me apologize real quick. We got Skelly in here. A whole lot may have happened on this. And I don't think I filmed it. But here we have a crypt. Here's a crypt. Yeah, so the whole thing, it's there. It works. I think the Skelly looks kind of neat in there. Let's have a look. Okay, so here was another old door that I pulled out that maybe you guys saw. Anyway, I put it behind there. Kind of made this, you know, that's supposed to look like it's a door to the crypt beyond, whatever. We got Skelly out here. Yes, he's fresh, clean. I'm not going to change him. But anyway, Skelly. We did some more of this weed block tarp. Just shredded these so the wind could blow and it not be a lot of force on here. Probably going to hide behind that and then pop out at night. Same thing over here. Shredded it. I might have to put another one behind it on Halloween night, whatever, just so it looks blacker. And we kind of ripped it off with that. I mean, is that great construction? No, it's not. I'll admit to it. But I threw this thing up in a day. All this just leftover junk, right? Threw it together. There we go. Could you run into this and rip this thing apart? Sure. But let's get on to more construction stuff. These panels, they're not glued. I just used screws, screwed those in. Same with this, screwed this in. Can you grab these things and just rip them off with your hands? Absolutely, you can. Will the wind tear it off? No, it won't. I've done it before. I know the wind won't rip it off, but yeah, I could physically rip it off. These pieces, here's something, this is kind of, you know, this is funny, and I've done it, I do it all the time. And a lot of times I'll stick these wall pieces together this way too to give some more support, and didn't do it this way. I take a piece of PVC, conduit, whatever, and basically make a nail out of it, right? Then I'll go in through the top, and I don't know if you can, I don't know, I think there's a hole, yeah, right there. So I'll drill a hole out through the top, come down in a little bit, and that hole is smaller than this, and then I will drive these like nails through that into this next section here. And surprisingly enough, even through big time wind, I mean, I've had some storms roll through, some big wind, it doesn't tear it off, and just kind of nails it together with these. At the end of the year, I can just grab those, poof, rip them off the top, take it apart. So tombstones are up. Got a few guys out there. Well, they need some more friends. Let's go get them. Hello, friends. Let's get you guys outside where you all belong. I'm a simple man, don't want a complication. Finally got kind of a bummer, man. I lost 6 pumpkins. I keep them stored in containers just like this, stored inside of that. Somehow water got inside. There was water inside there. Water got inside there, and the lid on it, and these things sat around for a year and just molded really bad. So to the trash they go. So I'm down 6 pumpkins. We'll still be okay. Anyway, this is going to be a witch's area right in through here. You got some of those orange lights I've had for years, and this old witch's cauldron. I'm going to go ahead and make real quick a what looks like the burning ember lights. There's all kinds of videos on it, but I'm going to whip one out real quick for this, or at least get it started today. That way I can paint it up tomorrow, whatever, and do those things, so I can get this witch's scene set up. And I might go ahead and thicken some of that up as well. Gotta admit, that looks pretty good. Pretty happy with that. 2 cans of foam was all I used. A couple strings of lights I already had. I just used leftover foam from the facade as a base. Probably do wood, whatever, something else. Spent literally 10 minutes, 15 minutes, and boom, done. I like it. It's cool. It's gonna look good at night too. Still got to I don't know. I'm gonna put the pumpkin spider, I'm gonna hang him right up in this area over the door a little bit. Then I've got these little empty box things. I'll set those up in different places through here and put these pumpkins on them. Probably put a couple of pumpkins on top of that. What we're also gonna do, I'm gonna drag some more dead tree limbs over here. I'm gonna stake a few up in here, make it look like little trees, and probably stake a few up over here in this area as well. All right, most part, I'm gonna call all of this pretty well good. We got our Misty Reaper dude. I like him. Groundbreaker there. One there. I'm going to make some detail things for those. These scarecrows I've used forever. I need to redo them. Haven't taken the time. And then we got our witch's area up over here. I need to put another light out here because he's too dark at night. And of course, another skeleton. Like I said before, I've never, I think I recorded it and told you guys that I never bought anything like that. Always just kind of made stuff, and this year I bought two. Kind of fun. I know they're plain. Probably going to turn that into a project later on, but for now, we're just using this. And the voice sounds a little raspy. Yeah, I've been sick for the past few days, so that's why everything kind of slowed down. But I'm happy I got most of the stuff done before I got sick. We got trees. I don't know, not sure how much I videoed before, but we got some trees up over here. Put some more up in between here and the house deal there. And then we got some little ones. They're really hard to see in this video, but they're here, and they kind of come across the fence and go over here into this witch's area. I know during the daytime that doesn't show up very well, but at night with lights kind of uplit in front of them and stuff, it looks really good, and it really kind of masks off everything behind, everything being dark, so it looks actually pretty decent. You guys should recognize this little dude from one of our the tutorial on the man-eating plant deal that we threw together. So he's out there. All the pumpkins are out. The pumpkin spider is up on the house. He looks pretty good. I mean, he's right here. He's real close. But I do think I need to get a little strobe light on him because he kind of disappears at night, or he just kind of blends in till you get right up on him. I'd rather have that thing stand out, you know, a little bit more from out there at the road as you're walking in, so it's a little more, you know, kids might think it's more menacing if they got spider phobias type of things. And then this is the bell that I was talking about in the other video. That's how they'll ring the doorbell to get their candy. It's kind of neat. I didn't do any weathering on it. Probably needs to it's got some natural weather. It's got a little natural weathering happen there because it's rained a few times. But yeah, kind of neat, kind of fun. But now that I'm feeling a little bit better, I'm going to work on I'm going to take some of that weed blocker and cut it out for these guys and do some spray glue, dirt, and leaves, and then stick them on top of that so I can hide that base. I'm going to do the same thing for that ground breaker over there. And I think I'm going to make one just to slide underneath that dude there too. So that's the next project. We'll get on that real quick. Yeah, and get that kind of knocked out of here. And then hopefully later on tonight I'll try to get some kind of video footage of it under the lights. It looks really good under the lights, but I pretty much don't do good at video and nighttime stuff. But it's not a super big haunt, right? I got some more stuff that I could put out there. I got some more dummies or whatever if I really wanted to fill it up. I don't know if I'm going to or not. I'm still feeling good. I want to get feeling good, so I'm good for Halloween. But at night, even though it's just not overly filled with a whole bunch of just craziness, it looks good. It looks creepy, and it gives you that Halloween vibe, right? Right. Well, these little grave covers didn't turn out too bad. I mean, it needed more stuff in here or whatever, but it does cover it up. At least you can't see the board, and at night the black fades away. But at night, you know, whatever, you don't see the black. It mixes it in with the ground. It looks pretty decent. You can't see the wood. And that's the big thing, right? Just kind of hiding that wood bottom spot so it looks more like it's actually coming out of the ground. Oh, check it out. I got the pumpkin demon out here. So he looks pretty cool. He doesn't look too bad. He's hanging, you know, all these pumpkin guys. I also got theirs from the build off deal with my son and and I've got the other one right over here. He's here in the fence, you know, hanging out on this side. All right, so this is pretty much going to do it for now. Basically, the yard's pretty much, it's all done, really. It's done. I mean, I've got a few small detail things that I'm going to probably finish up between now and Halloween, but nothing that's going to change the overall looks of this yard from what it currently is right now. So they're not really going to be noteworthy for me to film and then to show you guys, because it's not going to change the looks. It's just going to add a few things here and there. So we're done. The yard's pretty well done. You guys seen it at night. It looks pretty cool. I'm happy with it. You know, awesome. It turned out great. I'm stoked. I'm stoked with this. I like the way that this stuff really hides everything at nighttime, that it soaks up the light, doesn't reflect. You know, the yard looks pretty cool. I'm real happy with it. So all you guys, let me say thanks. You guys are awesome. All of you, all my patrons out there, you guys are amazing too. And thank all of you guys for watching. And until next time, keep making something from nothing.